All right. The next thing is that, Roland Martin called out New York Post. Roland Martin said this New York Post article is wrong. The sale of Revolt is not closed. I checked again this morning. White media can get black writers, but facts are facts. Essence Magazine's owner, Richelieu Dennis, is the mystery buyer of Diddy's TV network, Revolt. And let me just click on the article. Okay? So apparently the person who's going to buy Revolt is this guy who owns Essence. And I'm wondering what's the price tag on it. But apparently what Roland Martin was saying is that it's not complete. Diddy has not officially sold the company yet. Keep in mind, this company was not a publicly traded company. And when you don't have a publicly traded company, this would be essentially almost like a private transfer of wealth and resources and a private sale. So we might not know, or it might just be rumored how much it was bought for, unless maybe the new owner wants to kind of almost create a valuation of the company by announcing what it was acquired for, that people could now see it from that perspective on a financial point of view, and then hopefully it could grow to be even more. But we don't know what that's actually worth. But we'll look up this guy, though. His name is Richelieu Dennis. This is his Instagram. And of course, he hasn't posted anything yet about Revolt, because apparently it's not complete. And we see already, it says how Richelieu is using venture capital and entrepreneurial smarts to create other billion-dollar black companies. He's on a mission to help portfolio companies, and his new Voices fund achieve the level of success he had when he sold his company for $1.6 billion. Ooh, oh my God. It's a big baller right there. If he sold a company for $1.6 billion, that's crazy. Now, he's the founder, executive chair, and head intern of Sundial Group, Essence Ventures, New Voice Family, and GroupBlack.com. I don't think, what are TV networks going for now? How much I think Revolt was sold for? Let's try to Google it. How much is Revolt worth? Revolt TV, I guess.
And Charlemagne paints that.
I'm trying to figure out.
Diddy is a man of many names, included on that cable box. The concern to throw his hat in, Diddy put together an all-star team.
They can smell them and
try and get into.
I'm trying to figure out how much is that worth?
Out that ice. Put that thing on you. Put that thing on you. The biggest black media company in the motherfucking world, you know, ran by us. Hey, put this on me, though, Kate. My first group. I've been looking at a lot of diamonds all my life. Sometimes with the clasp and shit, I need to stay focused, you know. Look you dead in your eyes, let you know I'm here. I'm awake, I'm alive, I'm better than.
You know when people say, did Diddy know this was coming? Diddy name change Brother Love. To me, he changed his name in like 2022.
How are you? You know how to make an entrance. It's always with sunglasses, and then you take them off.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I like it.
You like it?
I like it.
That's right. You know how many, I have a question for you.
I'll have an answer.
Do you know how many times I've been on this show?
I'm going to guess 20. How many?
27 times. 27.
Wow. Wow.
I'm lying.
Oh.
It was only 17 times, but after you said the 20, I felt like I was losing, but 17 times! I've been on the show 17 times!
It feels like 20.
It feels like 20.
Every time feels like 1 1/4, so it adds up to 20, because it keeps going. You're always entertaining, you love.
You sit in one of those chairs that...
It's love is the father.
I don't know what you're talking about. My daughter's only 15.
They're not dating?
No, they're not. Not that they better not be dating right now. Like 17, right?
Or yes, they were just stills of you. I didn't know you were surfing now. Watch this form. Love. We'll be back. We're back with Sean Love Combs, and you have Ciroc vodka, and now you have a brand new drink. Tell us.
Yeah.
He spoke about the name change a bunch, but oh, okay, here we go.
Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? I have some very serious news. I've been praying on this, and I decided...
This is 2017, by the way. I'm wondering if he had any inclination that any of this was down the pipeline. Because I always thought the whole brother love thing was kind of facetious and a little bit of an attempt to try to create a different narrative around a guy who has been, we know him for an entrepreneur. We know him for being a staunch businessman. There's been rumors, but I don't think no one ever thought he was like a bad guy. But he instantly turned himself into like this magnanimous, like brother love figure, which is like, yo, this is almost like too blatant that you're trying to seem like you're like the Dalai Lama. You get what I'm saying? Sorry.
I've been praying on this, and I decided, I know it was risky because I knew it could come off as corny to some people. Like, yo, I decided to change my name again. I'm just not who I am before. I'm something different. So I'm
wondering if he was dealing with threats and maybe was doing payoffs back then. Because you got to remember, if we're thinking about Diddy, the brother love era turns into the I'm giving the artists back their shit era. Almost like a 360, or not 360, but a 180 from what people said that Diddy was a guy, he got your publishing, he not giving it back. He's a businessman, and if you sign a fucked up deal, he's going to hold you to it.
I am before. I'm something different. So my new name is Love, a.k.a. Brother Love. I will not be answering to Puffy, Diddy, Puff Daddy, or any of my other monikers, but Love or Brother Love, okay? It's my birthday. I feel good. God is the greatest. I give all glory, and I thank my mama and daddy. Mwah!
I remember that. So anyway, this is a guy who's buying Revolt. Let me look up his net worth. I'm always pocket watching. It's like a problem of mine, right? Net worth. His net worth happens to be estimated around $400 million as of 2022, but probably is going to be a lot more. Let me see. What the fuck? Okay, they bought something. Oh, yeah. I can't see what I'm looking at. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, I can. My bad. Forbes had him on here. Let me look at what Forbes said. Sorry. So Forbes had him, I think that's his mom. It said, these mother and son entrepreneurs went from selling soap on Harlem streets to an $850 million fortune. Wow. The 49-year-old co-founder of Sundial Brands has spent 20 years avoiding meals like this with U.S. President of Unilever, the $54 billion. Okay. I don't want to read the whole thing and bore you out to death, but this nigga been getting bread. Okay. Look like he got it. All right. I won't doubt it. I won't doubt it, people. Okay. There's I think I have probably two more things in relation to Diddy, and then we'll kind of move on a little bit, especially because we do have some Drake, Metro, and other people's shit to talk about. Let me see. Give me a second. Okay. Here we go. Well, before we get there, and by the way, salute to, is this Art of Dialogue? It probably is. Listen to this shit.
Crazy, man. So I want to backtrack, right? I want to backtrack to a comment you made earlier about Diddy and how, over the years, he's been having all these run-ins with the police. Do you think the feds took notice of that? And they, at this point, they like, yo, we're going to crack down on Diddy?
What happens is that the police will bring in a CI and will use him like she was a $3 hoe. That's a confidential informant. They'll let you do crimes, as long as you don't do no murders and stuff like that. They'll let you go around and pay you. When I was in law enforcement, dog, they paid confidential informants $250 for revolvers, $500 for automatic weapons, $750 to $1,500 for semi-automatic guns and rifles and machine guns and shit like that. Some confidential informants got payment like that. And plus, they get 8% of a case. 8% of a case. So if they bring in about, just say, they bring in a case $100,000. That's 8,000. What's that? What's that? $8,000. That's 8,000. They bring in $1 million case. $1 million case. That person is getting $80,000. I mean, like $80,000 on it. I think if you're talking about 8%. You know what I mean? So I'm saying that to say this: confidential informants get paid good, but Puff was a millionaire. Him being a confidential informant, him getting money like that, it was favors. He been getting favors and been paying law enforcement people for years to protect him. You understand? To protect him. We had a lot of people on the payroll when we was doing security. Somebody might have this first 10 hours, that 10 hours, or whatever. He was paying law enforcement. He had a budget for law enforcement. Now, if something goes wrong, those people got friends in certain places. Then plus he tells his handler, yo, can you make this go away for me? I'll give you this and that. Now, that could be a lot of speculations or whatever like that. But why would you have or be working for an FBI agent if you're not an informant? Why? So when you got that kind of money, you could hire people to make a lot of things go away for you. Like you hire lawyers. Those lawyers have police officers and people working for them and investigators. Those investigators were former officers. So all of them in the backyard in Diddy bed together.
So what you think happened? If he was an informant, like what made him turn on him?
Like I said, some people could retire. His name is too much in the news. Like, listen here, bro. They don't want you to be always in the news in a negative form. There's people that's probably worse than Diddy, but they not always in the news in the negative form. And then, like I said before, when he went against one of the world's biggest distributors of alcohol and spirits, they put out a campaign against him. They called their friends, They made him look real bad in the media.
Okay.
And a lot of that shit didn't go away, bro. It just compiled. And now with Cassie with her stuff, that Jonathan Odie, Lil Rob, and the 4 other people that filed cases. I think you got like 3 to 4 other cases that's filed against them that they trying to work out instead of going into court.
For whatever reason, and 50 likes posting this a lot. My man Andrew Schultz, man, comedian extraordinaire, host of Flagrant 2 podcast, and also co-host of Brilliant Idiots. He been having them jokes about like whether it's Diddy or Meek, and 50 posted this today. But here's a comedian's take on all of this shit right here. Listen to this.
LA, I got tired of the media trying to smear this great city. They're saying you're a bunch of fucking criminals, drug addicts, and pedophiles. That is not the whole city. That is a very small, specific section of the city. It's called Diddy's house. That is, listen. If Diddy go to jail, what's the over-under? Someone asked Shohei Ohtani. I know he got the... Those Japanese love gambling, bro. Or I believe they call it driving. But whatever, man. Listen, this is the only reason I think he might be guilty. Every celebrity in LA has had their home robbed except Diddy. And I thought about it, it's like, bro, robbing Diddy is terrifying, because what if he's there? You break down the door, he's butt naked on the couch. Meek Mill sitting on his lap, just petting him like a Maltese cat. Meek Mill crying. Oh no, wait a minute. I thought you was finished. He's like, can't stop, won't stop. You try to run out. You run out, the door is locked. You turn around, all of a sudden you hear, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. I can't be stopped now. It's your asshole tonight. LA, I got tired of the media trying to smear this great city. They're saying you're a bunch.
Okay. Now, a lot of people are using this as an opportunity to piggyback their own situations. For example, we've seen Daphne Joy kind of throw out in the midst of this that 50 Cent, R-worded her, right? Like, Daphne Joy, Instagram. When 50 basically referred to one of the lawsuits that's out and said, hey, listen, hey, my baby mama, which is Daphne Joy, damn, I didn't know she was like a sex worker. She said, I'm deeply hurt by the lies in Ronnie Jones' lawsuit. The claim that I'm a sex worker is 100% false and character assassination. I'm retaining an attorney to explore all legal remedies against both Rodney and his attorney. Then she responded to 50. She says, Curtis James Jackson, everything with you is a joke until our safety is compromised, which is happening now. You're wreaking real havoc, frenzy, and chaos on the people's lives. How would you feel if Sire was the one in handcuffs for nothing? We moved to New York to give you the opportunity to be a father to your son, and you saw him 10 times out of the 2 years that we lived 1 mile away from you. I'm tired of upholding and protecting your image to our son that you've never even earned. Let's put the real focus on your truly evil actions of you R-worded me and physically abusing me. You're no longer my oppressor, and my God will handle you from this point on. You have permanently damaged the last hope I had for you as a father to preserve our family. With these last and final false claims made against me, you have broken our hearts for the last and final time. Now, this is one of the things that, people are trying to get theirs off, I guess. And she hasn't deleted this. This has been 4 days ago. It's still standing on her social media. I actually expected 50 Cent to quickly and urgently probably have a lawyer press her or file some defamation suit that would probably get this, removed on an injunctionary level. But we haven't seen that. And I guess the reason why is because this person is claiming that they're a victim, even though I don't think a lot of people are believing her, because are you telling me that, if I don't know if this is the timeline, but let's assume it is, 50 R-worded you, then you moved closer to him, and you've been talking about him being a father. It's almost like is the last thing. I don't know. I don't even know how to really comment on this because yeah, you have a child with him, but if you claim he R-worded you, like, would you really want the guy to live in a mile from you? Would you move closer to him? Would everything be cool until this one moment? I don't know, bro. So I'm gonna just leave that alone. However, you know what I was realizing like over the years, and as I was kind of like, sometimes there's gossip and tea that comes out like in various different ways. And the history of 50 and Daphne Joy is like really interesting. Like really, really interesting. You know who actually exposed some shit about both of them? I don't know if y'all remember this. By the way, again, we're focused on Diddy. If this is something, that's a story for another day. You gotta wait till this shit died out. I ain't gonna lie to you, okay? What I will say is that it took me kind of realizing, I was watching something like, yo, they've had an interesting history. Number one, 50 got arrested. 50 Cent, domestic violence, Daphne Joy, right? And yeah, I believe he did probation. Alleged victim in the case was the model or actress. I think he had gotten probation or whatever. He allegedly like broke some TVs and he allegedly kicked her or some shit like that. Yeah, he alleged 50 Cent kicked her in a prior domestic incident, and 50 had he initially refuting the allegations in 2013 and negotiated a plea with prosecutors, resulting in dismissal of domestic violence after pleading to no contest to vandalism. So they actually, so just to be clear, he was never convicted of domestic violence, but the vandalism, breaking the TV, etc., he pled no contest to. I think he got like probation for, or whatever the case is, okay? You know what I realized who also spoke about them? So remember there was one time that 50 was going at Floyd and Floyd went crazy. Look at this, 50 Cent. And this is, hey chat, if you want to know, like, hey, listen, by the way, I know y'all love me and I love y'all too. But when it comes to this news reporting, like, media game, I'm kind of like a dinosaur at this point. Like, I always feel like the new guy. Till now, I'm getting to habitual points that I'm looking up my old videos to remind me of shit I covered. Like, that's how much I've covered hip-hop for so long that I have to reference some shit I did 10 years ago and be like, and go back to that to find. Think about it, chat. That's not crazy. I've covered hip-hop so long that these days, when I'm trying to do some back research, I got to go back to my old fucking videos just to kind of get like, oh shit, that was what was going on type shit. You know what I mean? And I'll give you an example, right? So I'm looking this up and I'm like, Daphne, I'm like, oh, some shit. Anyway, back in the day, and I covered this, 50 Cent, when he was beefing with Floyd Mayweather Jr., Floyd Mayweather Jr. accused him of having herpes. And according to Floyd Mayweather Jr., he claims 50 contracted it from DJ. Now, at the time, I was like, DJ? Who's DJ? You know who DJ is? Daphne Joy. Now, some people in that, their belief is that 50 caught that that thing, allegedly, by the way, again, just allegedly, from his baby moms. That's one of the reasons he got a little bit. Anyway, let me look. 50 Cent. I don't know if y'all remember this. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Here we go. You're going to see my video pop up. Look. It's actually from 5 years ago. How my memory's that bad? Look.
Check it out now. Fuck it, man. Everybody get the scrap. It's free smoke sack day now. Let me
Oh, man. Y'all miss these videos I used to do? Holy.
tell you how this, man. It's so long you could push a nigga and back him into a corner before he just unleashes that fucking fury and goes the fuck off. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr. and, of course...
Okay. Anyway, Floyd had made an Instagram post. I'm going to just go to it. I'm going to let my old voice, or me from 5 years ago, speak. But this is what Floyd was saying about 50, including some of the allegations. Look.
confidential informant, Jackson. You're mad. Your oldest son, Marquise's mother, does not want to be with you. Your son, your own flesh and blood, don't want nothing to do with you. You haven't had a hit song on the radio in who knows when. And you're definitely not hot enough to sell records anymore, so Interscope dropped you. You are jealous of any rapper, athlete, or entertainer that's hot or got something going on for themselves. You are a certified snitch. And we got paperwork to prove it. You talk about Ja Rule, but you stole his whole style and ran with it. You're the only self-proclaimed gangster that never puts in any work. You need to pay homage to the real 50 Cent for stealing his name and his storyline. Your claim to fame was getting shot numerous times and living to tell about it. You think that's...
Yo, this was an exposal of 50, I kid you not.
Gangster? Where at, nigga? You're currently residing in a fucking apartment in Jersey. You're always at somebody else's business just to stay relevant. You should just become a blogger!
50 would be a fire blogger, let's be honest.
Because it's obvious you don't got nothing going on in your life.
Well, he does have a lot of, like TV shows now, but he still do the same shit.
Or your mad Kanye West end of your career. The only thing you got going on is power. And everybody watches that shit because of Ghost. He's a dope-ass character on the show. You can leave the show and everybody will still watch Power. But in the real world, I'm the real Ghost. That's not a mansion in Connecticut that you're in debt for. That's a dump, a money pit, a oversized trap house. It was dope when Mike Tyson had it in the late 80s and early 90s, but you couldn't afford to maintain it. You're always talking about someone who's broke. But the last time I checked, it was Curtis Jackson that filed for bankruptcy, not Floyd Mayweather. So quick to gossip like a bitch. But why don't you tell everybody how you got herpes from DJ?
See, that's where it was. Why don't you tell everybody you got herpes from DJ, which is Daphne Joy? That's the baby moms. Or that's what Floyd was alleging.
Where are your memes for that, huh? Or better yet, post how your Coca-Cola deal wasn't really $300 million, you fucking liar, and tell how that spinning G-Unit necklace that someone got robbed for was fake. Just remember, I was with you every day, and your driver, Bruce, was my driver too. I know where all your bones are buried, so be easy, Curtis Jackson. And by the way, don't ask to borrow no more money from me.
Damn, I was putting a lot of passion into reading that shit. I like that, man. W for Big Ack in the building, man. 5 years ago. When was this? What year is this? 2018. W Big Ack. It's almost 6 years ago. Fuck. Y'all been in this hip-hop shit a long time. You know what I mean? Yo, chat, like, I ain't even gonna, like, try to toot my own horn. You know how many niggas have came and went? You know what I mean? People that have been like, you know, like, oh, I'm going to do a little comment. And they all come and go. Nigga, at this point, I'm like a good 5 or 6, 7 years in. 2018, I'm like super veteran. And this is like 6 years ago. God damn, I've been doing this shit for a long time. Holy shit. Yo, hey, I love y'all because y'all been rocking with me. And I know some of y'all is like, yo, Ack, listen. Man, if you ain't giving us the news, we don't even want it. So I respect for that. Okay, cool. So chat, like, you know, I told you I got a memory for elephant. So now I connected it. So DJ is Daphne Joy. Floyd was accusing her of giving, you know what I mean, There was some rumors that was going on around on some of these little tea websites and gossip blogs that 50 you know, got a little bit, you know, like imagine find out that your shorty gave you the, you know what I mean? And I don't know how true that is, but we did see Floyd say something about that, okay? Now, I only kind of bring that up in context if you're wondering why maybe their relationship is strained. Apparently there was just a lot going on there, right? Also, wait. What was I trying to also bring up? Oh, the next thing is, you know, everybody's trying to out somebody now for like Diddy-like behavior. So that was Daphne Joy trying to out 50. Which, by the way, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think people look at what 50's doing, and this is what I tell you about. When you have the ear of the people will protect you, right? We're not saying 50's an innocent person. We're not saying 50's like an angel. But 50 is the only person who seems like he still has a soul intact. He's a person who seems like, he's not down to sell his booty hole or compromise his morals or integrity for some of this, what this industry is bringing. And when you see everyone quiet about Diddy and he's calling out, even though he has a little, axe to grind, I think people do like the fact that, 50 is one of those people that have made this even get to the point that it's gotten to. While everybody's in the industry has been on the, what my man Kwame Brown used to say, go along, get along type of parade. Anyway, the other person who I see trying to call someone out, I don't know if y'all have seen this, Yes Jules. So Yes Jules now, who got fired from Kanye's team, she's apparently countersuing, right? And what I've seen, or maybe I could be wrong, but we'll try to find it. She seemed to be throwing into the mix like a little bit of like, hey, y'all might want to look at Kanye's team. They on some shit too. Everybody's like dry. Like right now is the time to dry stick to be like, yo, I ain't never gonna tell on somebody, but if y'all really trying to find who did what, yo, they over. Like I don't point fingers, but they might be over. You know what I mean? Like I don't point fingers, but. Yeah, it's one of those type of shit. Everybody trying to get a little dry snitching on, get a little investigation going on.
Man, I low-key feel bad at this point because every single day or every single time I have to record a video lately, it's always something with Diddy, man. Like, part of me, I can't feel bad because Diddy did this to himself. If Diddy didn't make the actions that he made and like choose the choices that he chose, he wouldn't be in this situation right now. Like, I really feel bad for, like, his kids and stuff, like, his daughters mainly, because, like, they probably don't go to the same school anymore. Like, they probably lost a bunch of friends. Like, it's really, really weird. And then, like, his sons, I feel like his sons will be fine, honestly. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like his sons will be fine. Like, nothing's really gonna change for them. Unless they were a part of the freak offs himself. Which, I mean, we never know. Allegedly Diddy, well, not even allegedly, Diddy was messing with one of his son's exes after the son was done messing with her, which is crazy. Like, do you know how much of a thought a girl has to be to like go from messing with like the son to the father? But I mean, when your father's a billionaire, you shouldn't really be surprised if something like that happens. But and I wasn't trying to be disrespectful when I called said girl a thought. You feel me? That's just, yeah. But how do you guys feel about all this stuff, man? Every single day you wake up is always just something new about Diddy just coming out. Like, you see old interviews. Diddy's always been like this. You feel me? You just gotta go back and just start adding everything together. Once you get to just adding every single thing together, you start to realize Diddy really is just a freaky boy. Like, he's a freak boy. He's just a freak. Like, he's the king of the freak offs. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when the Freako case happens and all this information starts coming out, man, I genuinely feel bad for Diddy because the way he used to make money like off liquors and stuff is from promoting. Diddy can't promote a single thing ever again with his face ever again after this. Like, he basically lost billions of dollars. Like, for the rest of his life, he basically just lost billions with a B of dollars. Because, like, let's say if he was still promoting Diageo or wherever it is that he was promoting De Leon for like the next 10, 20 years. Like, let's say he was making like 25 to 30 to even probably like 40, $50 million a year, who knows, from like promoting, because they're one of the top brands and he's just so good at promoting and he owns a percentage. 20 years times 50, that's $1 billion. Like, come on, man. Even though Diddy's like, what, 50 right now, so probably not like 20 years, but man, I really feel bad for Diddy. I hope he really sits and thinks about the actions that he made, and I really hope that, you feel me, a lot of this stuff isn't true. Like if Diddy is just like a freak boy, like he just like wants to piss on Carisha and stuff. I mean, it's weird, but that's his free time. Like, but you feel me? If Diddy's just, you feel me, around a bunch of S-word workers, like they said Carisha Maxwell was, and or if Diddy's just around a bunch of, you feel me, anything, bro, then yeah. But the allegations for Diddy is crazy, is the main thing I will say. I wish the best for him. You feel me, the whole situation's just sad. Like at first it was funny, but like as the days go on and I really think about it, it's really sad. Cause as like a black man, what you used to like look up for in hip hop as like the rich, like the top of the top for like music for black people, like rap and stuff, it was always Diddy and Jay-Z, like for the top of the top, like the richest black men. Now, you feel me? I hope it doesn't happen, but who knows? Jay-Z might get drug into all this stuff too. You feel me? I feel like that's part of the reason Jay-Z doesn't even use social media. Because Jay-Z, you feel me? He probably, you feel me, foreshadowed this happening. If Jay-Z used social media and all that stuff, bro, yeah, I don't think it would be that good. I don't think we're gonna hear from Jay-Z from quite a while, because if Jay-Z comes out and says anything, you feel me, they start doing a deeper dive into Jay-Z. They might find something with Aaliyah. They might find something with someone else. You feel me? Allegedly, like they said that he's like 10-15 years older than Beyonce. I mean, I don't know what else do we have to see. What else do we have to hear? But I'm just ranting right now. It's your boy Big Act News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know how you guys feel about the whole thing, man.